Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome. Massive announcement from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has been announced. They've released a trailer. I haven't watched it yet. I thought I'd jump in, I'd watch it, and then convey my thoughts and feelings about whether or not it's a good thing. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. But I'm not that surprised because I feel like Asobo very much got themselves boxed into a corner with some of the things that they did. And let's be honest, the flight model in Microsoft Flight Simulator is nothing like or nothing in comparison to X-Plane 11 or 12 or probably even 10 to be fair. So maybe that's something that they wanted to address as well. But having seen a small snippet of this, there is something else that they seem to have snatched onto or latched onto. They've realised something that was in the original Microsoft Flight Simulator that's totally missing now, and they've realised it's a money spinner. So let's have a look and see what they're offering. Now that is something we all asked for. Well, not all of us, but most of us asked for right at the beginning. And, you know, you got these people saying, oh no, that's a third-party delivery thing. And there are loads of third-party delivery things that have popped up. And I think maybe Microsoft have gone, oh, actually, that is quite a keen importance. There's a lot of people who want a fully fledged career. I'm hoping and praying that A2A simulation have had a significant impact on Asobo in this regard, because what they bring to the game are persistent aircraft, real engines, real simulation where if you break something it stays broken until you repair it. And where you leave your plane is where you find your plane the next time you fly. I mean, let's be honest, Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, if you look in your previous history, that's pretty much 99% of the time. None of those places are anywhere I've flown in the last 10 years, or ever at all, in fact. There are so many things broken in the game, it's ridiculous. So I'm hoping they're really going to address all of our concerns. And this is a massive change in direction, and I think it's a positive one. Look at this. This is what people want. A reason to fly. Look at that. Isn't that insane? So much detail on that. So much detail. Beautiful helicopter. What a fantastic job that would be. Crop dusting. Crop dusting was something that you had in the original FSX flight sim. And I think they've gone back to their roots. I think they've realised finally, yeah, this is what people want. They don't just want the ability to fly. They want a reason to fly. So they've latched onto this big time, it looks like. Wow, look at the graphics on that. Skydiving, brilliant. That's insane. Transportation. Industrial cargo, as they call it. Look at that. Look at that. Now, the whole 𝗂𝗂𝗧𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐸 are totally... I know 𝗂𝗂𝗧𝐃𝐨𝐧 is a show in New York or America, whatever. But anything sort of ice tundra type situation, totally empty. There's nothing to do there. You can fly over there and look at nothing. It's great. But this gives you a reason to fly there. I love that. VIP charter. Yes. Gliding. scientific research, experimental flights, low altitude training, executive transport service. That's pretty exciting. That's something I'd love to do. That's basically people who have bought an aircraft and they need it shipped from where it is now, where they've bought it from, back to where they want it kept. That's really exciting, especially if, they're demanding and challenging, like, you have to hop from location to location and watch your fuel usage, etc. Very, very exciting stuff. I'm more excited about this than I was about Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that's weird because technically I should be a little bit annoyed that they've done this, but factually I'm not, because as a software developer myself, I can see why they've done it. Hello, air balloons again. We lost those before. Look how many animals there are on the ground as well. Now, if this is just, a bit of animation that they put together, like a show reel, and we're not actually going to get that number of animals, then I think that's disingenuous, and they should publicly state that. If, however, they found a way to really boost the number of animals that you see on the floor, like you can go and explore and see giraffes and stuff, but there's only like 4 at most, maybe 8 on occasion. This could really change things. So it's going to be on Game Pass, and it's going to be available on Xbox, of course, and it's going to be available on Steam. Now, the question is, bearing in mind, I and you and everyone has spent a lot of money and a lot of time purchasing goods, items, aircraft, etc., etc., etc. Now, I would imagine that they must still honour those purchases. They must still honour those purchases, and they must be backwardly compatible, you would think. If not backwardly compatible, then they must provide the developers a clear and concise route by which they can upgrade their existing items, their existing aircraft, to meet the new Flight Simulator model. There are some big changes coming, and most of them are about gameplay more than anything else. So maybe there won't be a new flight model. Maybe there will. I suspect that the third-party developers have really sort of pushed back against Microsoft and said, we're not happy exactly with what you've provided. I know at the beginning there was a lot of that, and Microsoft were trying to accommodate them. Maybe, they've taken the sensible decision here and said, look, there are so many big changes that need to happen that we need to take what's good from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and rebuild on top of that. Fix it, make it work better, make it more streamlined, make it more accessible, make it easier for third-party developers to put a proper flight model into the game, because all the best third-party flight aircraft that you can buy right now all have their own flight model, because the existing flight model in Microsoft Flight Simulator just isn't good enough, truth be told. But no confirmation really.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
No confirmation really of what they're going to do with it per se. So it's definitely one to watch. I tell you what, hype is going to be through the ceiling on this one. I'm excited. But what are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you concerned? What do you want to see? And what have you seen that's in this trailer that excites you the most? I'm really excited, and I can't wait for 2024 now, which is crazy, because there's so much to look forward to already in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It looked like it was progressing quite nicely, but now they're going to pivot and just deliver so much content that should really arguably have been there from day one. Helicopters, gliders, etc. Air balloons, in fact. So yes, Microsoft returning to their real FSX roots, and it's probably the most exciting video I've seen in quite some time. So I'm gonna be really looking forward to seeing more on this. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.